We said it right. Well, now that we've got the coach here, I got to ask you, after that Minneapolis game, I think the Times Pick headline said it best. Expletive, expletive, expletive. But you've been doing something to numb the pain that is just absolutely, it's just sick for a coach.
We all need therapy, and man, it's difficult. Our game is difficult. The amount of time and prep that goes into certain, especially when you get to the postseason. And I was proud of our players, but you get back after that, and there's this postpartum, and you're in the office, you've had your meetings, and you're really, first off, like wanting to jump ahead and start looking at Philadelphia like you were getting ready to play them. And we download all the scoring touchdowns each season. This year there were 758 touchdowns on the season scored in the NFL, and it's like Netflix, and I'm probably sitting on about 186 right now just watching. Something to keep your mind off of it, though. That's why we like television and movies, and I think that's probably the same reason why we end up doing this kind of stuff.
I know a lot of people look at the game here, the Pro Bowl, that it's sort of easygoing, it's not that competitive. You're thinking about all phases of the game, and even the playlist. Like, there's been a science to your playlist.
Do you hear the AFC music right now? Can you guys hear this? So Mike Tomlin has got the Disney playlist on Field 1 right here. But if you head over to Field 2 somewhere, it goes from PG to rated R. So there's a lot for all family, all ages. But we clearly have won the playlist battle. And I've reminded Mike, I said, what are you listening to over here? Your players, they're wanting. So we kind of, had our players put their top 2 or 3 songs on a playlist. And then we put the speakers extra loud so the AFC can hear it. And look at Mike like, what are we listening to? It's happening right now. To
use a term that the kids use, Sean, it's been lit. And I've got to ask you about one of the most lit songs that I've heard in recent memory, which is Do the Sean Payton. I think we've got a sample of that song by Shamar Allen.
Come on.
And I got to ask you what goes into the dance. I think we can cue this song up and hear it. Here it goes. I mean, it gets wild. But show me how I do it.
Well, listen, you can get as low as you want. There's a little limbo
to it. Here's the floor. There were kindergartners doing this dance in New Orleans.
Like 10 a.m. right now, but it was Alvin Kamara capturing a moment in the locker room where you didn't even think anyone was watching, and then it was like, how these young players, we've got 3 Pro Bowl players right now that really they can't get into Space Mountain or some of the adult rides because they're so young, but they want to capture everything, and it was real spontaneous, and the guy put some good words to it. I thought listen, it's got a little something to it, right?
You are loving this song. What I also love is that you account for everything when it comes to the game plan. I don't think people realize what goes into your mind sometimes. And in 2006, Hawaii Pro Bowl, you guys get on the bus.
This is game day.
Game day.
And so bus one leaves with the NFC, and then bus 1 AFC leaves. And we're all together, and Coach Belichick had the AFC. They had lost to the Colts in the championship game. We had lost to the Bears. And so we're a mile away from Aloha Stadium, and bus 1 NFC breaks down. And our buses broke down when I was at Eastern Illinois, but I'm thinking these are the best players in the world. And we're on the side of the road, and we have no answers. So we all got off bus 1, and we hopped on AFC bus 1. So I sat with Bill, and we've seen everyone all week, and Connor went back and sat between LaDainian and Drew. The whole time I'm thinking, how does bus 1 in the Pro Bowl break down? So if bus 1 in the Pro Bowl can break down, your bus can break down anywhere.
So are you checking the tires, I guess is my point on this one, ahead of getting to the stadium?
And the driver, and maybe AFC bus 1 goes first.
There you go. See, he's learned something from that last experience.
Absolutely.
Guys, what did you think about his dance moves?
That's
suspect this early in the morning.
Hey, Coach, you need a little bit more work, Coach. Just a little bit more work.
No, listen.
Laughing.
This would be a much different answer had you been there last night.
There you go.
Really?
We're talking about the next morning.
That's amazing.
What I want to know, Sean, is you've been down there all week and you've been watching Jane Slater and how hard she's worked. I mean, I say the players are going through practice, and I use air quotes because it's really not practice. Is Jane working hard down there?
What's the scouting report?
She's working. Here's how you know when one of your field reporters is working hard. They have that sweat on their brow.
That little glaze, right?
That little, yes. And I feel like they've all been working. This setup has been great. Today we got unbelievable turnout from the fans. So just listen to the music over here on Field 2 and tell us what you think.
Field 2 definitely gets the award for the music. That is awesome.
Thanks,
guys,
Coach.
Don't work too hard.
You
okay?
are a G, dog. Thank you, bro. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Have fun down there. That is so funny.
Don't work too hard, Jane.
So how is Carson Wentz feeling with his team in the Super Bowl? Emojis are going to tell the